Okay, first thing you'll want is your strap. You can pull the two halves apart until it fits over your head. All right, perfect, Doug, thanks. Okay, now, moving on, what would you do if you saw somebody fall over the Wave your hand. So what would you do if I fell into the water? Boy, it's not really what I want you to do. Is yell at the very top of your lungs. Man, overboard. Or if it seems more appropriate, yell but find them once you get the boat turned around. Also, if we have to abandon the key today, I want to let you know we have some life rafts in these white cylinders on the bow of the boat. There's plenty of room for everybody. If we need to use them, the crew will deploy them and we'll board them as needed. We'll help you with those life checks and everything in the event that we need to do that. Wouldn't worry too much about it. Never has happened in all the 30 years we've been in business. So the Coast Guard likes me to mention what to do just in case. And also, one last thing. If you see any unusual smoke or fire out here on the boat, we'd like to know about it. So please feel free to tell a crew member. They'll usually get our attention. If it's something more subtle, maybe you smell something funny, just get a crew member and let us know what you think. It does have two different decks. There's this nice
12 o'clock will always be dead ahead, and 6 o'clock will be dead astern. Therefore, 3 o'clock will be off on our starboard, or right-hand side, and 9 o'clock.
I kept watching going, there's something going
You did good there, pal. They were swimming this way. Same way with them.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there they are. There they are.
There we are, right?
That's right there.
Down was again about 11 o'clock, getting fairly close, and it looked like the calf did come up for a just went down again. Oh, there it is. Again, about 11 o'clock and pretty close.
That's a baby one, Corey. Yeah, you're right. It's a big baby.
No.
Okay, no, not a baby.
Where is it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bigger whale. You see him, Dad?
Yeah, I see him. Big one.
I the rest is down.
Oh, this way now.
Right over there.
Did you want to?
That is a bigger one.
Not again.
I want to see the...
Okay, you're not to see the whale then.
No.
Right over here. Right straight through here now. Right. What? Right. And it's right through there.
Where are you going to come out?
It's in the water. There he is.
There he is.
Over there. Over there. Yeah, the bigger one over there. Yeah. Where's he now?
I think there he is. It's right there. He's going pretty fast.
Come back around.
You can see that the second wheel, the mother actually just came up a little bit farther up. We had the baby at about 9 o'clock, the calf, and the mother at about 11.
Yep, there's
What a baby saw.
there it goes right there.
Oh.
There you go.
I just saw. Now he'll be coming up anytime. Yeah.
Baby's coming behind.
Where's the baby? Why? Where's the baby? How fast can that baby go? How fast?
Squeeze it like that, draw it up, put it in the vial. I don't have to worry because I turn this into the office and they take it down to the ass there and he cleans it out, so I'm not going to worry about it cleaning it out. Just throw it all in there.
Oh, you're still going there.
Guess what? I'm right out of the edge or 15.
Man, we're going to be sick for the rest of the week, but guess what? We have a living nurse.
You have a living nurse? Well, that's pretty doggone good.
She turned around now.
This thing you want to pick up because it's got a big hole in it. You going to go for some more now, are you?
It's not mine.
No, I mean her. You going to go? That's it for you? You got a cold? You were hoping for beautiful weather, right? We haven't had that in a while up here.
Looking great. Oh.
You'll be here all day. Oh, I see what you're doing. You're pretty smart, yeah. You moved him over to the side, didn't you?
One more time. I'm looking at you, man. You said more. Where was I digging at? Stand over there. Let me see how you can.
Just over Skagway. Mountains, hills, rocks. Rock here, then have a Newfoundland. This is Skagway. Skagway. I'll picture will get the beauty of this. road that's been traveling along pretty well wherever we've been, west or down. This is about as close as we come to sunshine up here. Ever since we left Vancouver, it's been raining, fog, wind. I just get up in this one. Skagway.
Remember this?
Oh, bubbles come out of this place. Very pretty.
I have. Don't even worry about it. Sometimes not in Alaska. Some of that stuff is a little bit higher price, but it's original, yeah. I was impressed too that so many of the shirts and the sweatshirts and things were embroidered as opposed to being printed. Right. Did you go into the Irish shop or the Russian tailor? Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's what she does. She makes all her own sweatshirts. Yes, we noticed some really unique. Really. Obviously spends her winter preparing for the next season. She works hard.
We didn't find McDonald's or Kmart here.
Jefferson Smith and Frank Reed had a shootout at the end of Juneau War. And both could because you could use pack animals on the White Pass Trail. It was a little bit longer, but the journey wasn't quite so difficult because you could use paths and it didn't matter which trail you took, whether it was the Chilkoot or the White Pass Trail. One was every bit as bad as the other. That fateful day of the 17th of August, and they worked their minds through the remainder of the side, went outside in the spring of 1898. They landed in the first environment that they would end up traveling through, and little did many of them know that there wasn't much of a fortune to find on the other end. Skagway was known as the Gateway City. Once you got here, you still had a 600-mile journey to the gold fields. Stop on the return journey south back to Skagway. It looked right way up the snow. It's actually pretty low. Dust. That termination dust is the first snow in the mouth of Skagway at Glacial Billow Valley. And your Rhapsody in the Seas there in second position on the railway dock. Yeah. And if you turn over your left-hand shoulder, you'll see back into the desert. Do you ever get tired of it? No. Black powder blasts up. And they found the properties of black powder being perfect blasting for the railway road. Now as we're moving north, look down, way down, off to the left of the left window, and you'll see the Skagway River. In just a minute, the first cars looking down will see the George Brackett Wagon Toll Road. Brackett's Wagon Road was referred to as the Corduroy Road because there were logs laid side by side by side. Corduroy. This road was the first improvement on Booth. We only completed it 11 miles operate to get on. Now the first cars looking down should see Brackett's Wagon Toll Road coming to their view right about now. It'll be marked here at some point. Now Brackett charged an exorbitant price to use his road out of Skagway. $10 per Skagway River. This is a 6-class rapids and has not successfully been run. However, you may want to step outside. But what we'll be looking at this time is inside to the right and not out to the left. And it is a beautiful photograph with the train going across the small bridge and in, you can see a nice view of the Skagway River. Now this is one of the natural improvements in the area. If you came to hike and travel up to the summit beyond the Stampeder in the wintertime, that river froze over and actually became... Gentlemen, out on the White House Trail, looking at potential routes for railway. This was M.J. Heaney, Michael J. Heaney. Now this is, and the two men ended up in a conversation. One arguing it's a possibility, and the other the potential. And in the end, they agreed they go away to Skagway to begin breaking the fall. If you needed to, and continue on up through the Dead Horse Gulch. And look up, now, beginning of the train, we're just getting to see this, looking all the way up through the trees at the highlighted. We're going to see the tree that left in front of us, making its way up to the summit. We've got a great photograph here if you want to step outside, moving up along slippery rock.
Tree. It's right up there, hanging on the wall. Look at the pretzel here.
So there you go, those trees are opening up, those that are still behind us. Feel free to pop outside, photograph that. That's moving up what we call the highlight, and the rock is known as slippery rock. Now remember, there are men who built this narrow gauge railway was done in the winter time. And they hung off of ropes as they blasted for the road. A bit of insult to injury here, because when they blasted for the roadbed, as sheer drop as that is, the rock fell to the bottom. And there were men who actually had to go back down and break up the rock they just blasted off and take it back up to the top to become a tailor, a doctor, a dentist, or any other number of professions. The White House would hire you to perform with no easy task. And the men worked in 1-hour shifts. You could go outside and work for an hour, trade places with the men in the warming hut. Off and on, there were summer crews And down in the valley as we make our way, and they're watching us climb this high line toward our first tunnel. We'll see the opening in the trees, and we see the train cars moving through. And you can believe that they're watching us too. Cars moving through, and very, very forward is again Bridal Veil Falls. Then looking back and down in the valley, you can see the Skagway River. And about the point where you see the river, again, is where Whiteham City sat. Nearly 10,000 people there at any given time. We're going to cross over that wooden trestle bridge that we saw from the other side. The drop here is close to 1,000 feet below us. It allows us to go into our first tunnel today. And the first part of the train into the darkness. It's a long, dark tunnel, so hang on. Looking off to the left-hand side, you can see a small stream heading down to the riverbed, and into the darkness we go. So construction continues. The other thing he was wise to use in his advantage was the daylight. Remember, in the middle of the summer, we've got 21 long hours of sunlight. If you have binoculars with you today, you may even see the ship. Good. Get it. Look up there, there's a little shaft, a little mine shaft. Pretty appropriately named, I'd say, on the train. Got off and hiked some of the original Dead Horse Gulch Trail. It's amazingly intact in areas, very, very narrow. I had a backpack on, and it was about old bottles and even lace wrapped around a rock. But hikers aren't today. There are an average of 3,000 to 4,000 people hiking the Chilkoot Trail just for the experience of it. Fall colors, the lichen out there are just gorgeous today.
Oh, look at that.
Pretty trip. And it's time, 216 feet in height. I had somebody tell me one time that looks like a great place to go bungee jumping. But you'll see that we don't go over the cantilever bridge today. In 1960, the Bloodhounds began to haul lead and zinc ore out of the Yukon Territory. Very, very heavy ore. And they worried about the integrity of... And prior to that, the train actually ran into a valley. The engine was put on a turntable, and it was turned the opposite direction, ran along a side track, connected up to the opposite end. It's a lot similar to what we do today at the summit. And then pulled the train around to the other side. Actually pushed the train to the other side. At which point then it was disconnected and ran around the train and connected up to the front to take it the remainder of its trip. This was a time-consuming process. So the cantilever bridge was constructed after the railway was completed. A little bit longer than the first one, and constructed in the 1960s. This is what my mom
opportunity for